Welcome back. In our last explainer, we covered the basics of APIs. But what happens when you go from just a few APIs to, well, dozens or even hundreds? That's when things can get messy. Today, we're talking about the systems that bring order to all that potential chaos, API platforms.
Yeah, if you're looking at your system architecture and it just feels like a tangled mess of connections with no one in charge, you are definitely in the right place. Because what starts out as a neat and tidy process can quickly spiral into, let's be honest, total chaos.
Okay, so to really get a handle on this, I want you to think of an API platform as an air traffic control tower for all your digital services. It's not building the planes, right? Your backend services, your databases, those are the planes. The platform just makes sure every single piece of data takes off, lands, and communicates with everything else safely and on time.
So let's get right into it. The very first, most critical step is picking the right kind of control tower. Because, the needs of a tiny local airstrip are totally different from a massive international airport. All right, this table really lays it all out. On one end, you got something like API Gateway. Think of it as that small regional airstrip. It's perfect, it's low cost, great for simple serverless stuff. Then in the middle, you have cloud endpoints. Now, the analogy here is a specialized bullet train station. This is for when you need crazy high performance using something called gRPC. And just real quick, gRPC is basically a super fast way for services to talk to each other. We're talking about situations where every millisecond counts, like in financial trading or online gaming. And then you have Apigee. This is your major international airport. It's built for everything: massive traffic, heavy-duty security, deep analytics, and even figuring out how to make money from your APIs.
Now, sometimes the rules of the sky are, well, they're non-negotiable. Think about industries like finance or healthcare. They often have strict data residency laws, which basically say this sensitive data can never leave our own building. So for that, you need a special setup like Apigee Hybrid. It's kind of cool. The management part, the brains of the operation, is in the cloud. But the actual data traffic, the planes themselves, they never ever leave your secure on-premises airport.
And here's another really cool job these platforms can do. Picture this. You've got this old legacy database. It's been chugging along for like 15 years. It works, but it's delicate. It just wasn't built for the speed of modern apps. An API platform can act as a shield, a buffer. It's like a modern traffic controller that takes in all those high-speed requests and then carefully, gently feeds them to the old system one by one so it doesn't get overwhelmed and just fall over.
Okay, so we've picked our airport, we've even protected our older systems. Now let's talk about the main event: managing the day-to-day traffic and making sure we don't end up with digital gridlock.
All right, here's a classic problem that really shows why this matters. Let's say your API has a quota of, 10,000 requests a day. Sounds like a lot, right? But what if some buggy app out there accidentally sends 500 of those requests in a single second? Boom. Even though you're way under your daily limit, that sudden burst can completely crash your system.
So how do you fix that? The solution is a policy called spike arrest. Spike arrest doesn't care about your daily total. All it cares about is the rate of traffic right now. It's basically a traffic light at the entrance to the runway, making sure that requests get spaced out nice and evenly. It stops those sudden, dangerous surges from ever even reaching your backend. And this is where things get really interesting, the difference between the two. A quota is the big picture rule. This airport can handle 10,000 planes a day. Spike arrest is the on-the-ground, moment-to-moment rule. Hey, no more than 2 planes can land in the same second. To run a safe and efficient airport, you absolutely need both.
Okay, so managing flow is one thing. But just as important for any control tower is security. You have to make sure every single plane that's landing is legitimate and isn't a threat.
So, your spike arrest policy is doing its job, stopping simple attacks. But what about the smart ones? What about sophisticated bots? These things can attack your API from thousands of different IP addresses at once, and each individual one stays just under the rate limit. It's like a swarm attack. Simple rules just can't catch it, and it's a huge security headache.
This is where you need more than just a traffic light. You need an intelligent surveillance system, right? Advanced API security uses machine learning and AI to figure out what normal, human traffic looks like. It creates a baseline. So when it suddenly sees thousands of requests coming in that just don't fit that pattern, it recognizes it as a coordinated bot attack and shuts it down, even if no single bot actually broke a specific rule. It's pretty cool.
All right, we've managed the traffic, we've secured the airport. But for any of this to matter, the whole thing has to be successful. And for that, you need to provide an amazing experience for the pilots. I'm talking about the developers who are actually using your APIs.
Just imagine you want other companies to build cool apps using your data. You can't have them sending you an email every time they need an API key or have a question. That just doesn't scale, right? Developers need one central place, a hub, where they can get everything they need themselves.
And that's exactly what an integrated developer portal is. It's the self-service lounge for pilots. It's the seamless journey where a developer can just show up, register their app, instantly get the keys they need, play around with interactive documentation to see how it all works, and even check their own usage stats. A great portal is absolutely essential if you want people to actually use your APIs.
And it gets even better. For businesses that want to turn their data into actual revenue, this portal basically becomes a storefront. A platform like Apigee can handle all the complex money stuff right out of the box. You could set up different product tiers, like a free plan with some limits, a silver plan, a gold plan with unlimited access, and it handles all the billing and tracking for you automatically.
So we've covered a lot. Management, security, the developer experience. What's the big takeaway here? What should you remember?
It's this. There is no single best platform. There's no magic bullet. The right choice is the one that fits your scale, your complexity, your specific business needs. It's all about matching the controller to the size of your airport. Don't build a massive international hub if all you need is a little regional airstrip. But at the same time, don't try to run a giant airport with the control tower from a tiny airfield. It just won't work.
And that really leaves us with one final thought to take with you. APIs are the bedrock of modern digital business. They are not going away. They're only getting more important. So I want you to take a hard look at your own systems and ask yourself, is the control tower you have today really ready for the amount of traffic that's coming tomorrow?